Let's fucking do
A
it.
1, a 2,
What do
right round.
You spin
My head right round, when we go down, when we go down, down. You spin my head right round, when you go down, when you go down, down.
Hey, I don't know that.
Welcome. Tom, who are you?
I'm the head of partner relations, Thomas McCauley, here at Lexington Capital Holdings.
Grizzly, who are you?
Grizzly, the CEO. How you doing?
CEO, you still on the job, man?
Yeah, my bad.
All right,
been a long
time.
time.
I'm the COO tonight, everybody.
We're playing swapskis.
Frankie from Lexington, COO.
Director of Banking Relations, Appio Fragaletti.
And now, introducing the #1 card detailer in the world, Tyler!
Hello, I'm Tyler.
Wild.
And the crowd goes crazy.
That car's so clean, I can see myself.
Very happy to have you on.
Energy
Ty.
is electric. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks
to
for
have you
coming.
on, Ty.
Mic a little closer, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Talk to us.
Is that
Talk to
better
us
now?
about
Yeah.
you.
Better now.
Talk to us about you, Ty.
Where
So
you
who's
from,
Tyler?
buddy?
Where you from?
Who is
man?
Tyler?
Who's
Me?
Tyler?
Alrighty. So, I mean, I grew up on Long Island from Mastic. Went to William Floyd High School.
Nice.
Graduated 2019. Fresh out. Never went to college. Just straight up got straight into business from the jump. Should I get right into, how I kind of started? And
Yeah,
things of that
yeah.
sort?
I mean,
What do you
tell
do,
us who
Tyler?
you
I
are.
wanna
Know
So-
about you tonight, baby.
Yeah, so back when I was 16, me and my one buddy, we got a job at West Hampton Care. Back in the kitchen, we were doing a little dishwashing.
Okay.
Lots of fun. Lasted a whole 2 weeks before we were like, all right, there's definitely a way we can make more than $15 an hour.
You're making 15 at the
That's
time?
pretty
Yeah.
good.
As
though.
a dishwasher?
Well, it was
Like
it was
875.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
making
first
10 when I was a
time.
dishwasher.
it was prevailing wage, and that was only like 2017. So minimum wage was a little high, and then we got
crazy.
paid better because it was nighttime.
Fair enough.
But from there, we kind of were like, what can we do to kind of make more money? And started watching, videos and stuff like that. How can young people make a little bit of money? And we're like, we should start, washing cars. So, we bought all the stuff, the power washer, the foam cannon, all the chemicals, AutoZoned it up. And then started handing out flyers. Started going to our nearby towns, handing out flyers, just legwork, getting out there. Eventually got our first call. Did that person. Then something funny happened. His dad was like, you guys want to power wash the house? Like, I'll give you guys $600. And we're like, oh,
You're big,
oh,
Greg.
$600,
That's his debut.
That's like 40. That's like a 1 week.
It's like a Mike
paycheck.
Tyson
yeah, we were 16, so it was
Wow.
kind of like, holy shit, we can make $300 each in a day. So, we were up there power washing. End of the day, Dad handed us $650. Each made $325. It was
Nice
a big
math.
day for us,
The
From
light bulb
there,
went on.
yeah, from there we just kept on doing the whole house power washing thing, patios, things of that sort. Then he kind of started to like drift away, and it was kind of like I felt like I was handling most of the workload, so I bought him out. I gave him the money for the equipment, just ended up keep going on my own. Did that summer. Then the next summer after I graduated, then winter rolled around, and I was like, oh shit, can't do this in the winter. So my mom was like, you didn't go to college, so you got to do something else. You got to do something. She never pushed me to go either way, college, not college. As long as I was doing something, she was kind of happy for me.
So a lot of parents are.
Yeah, no, but a lot of parents aren't. I have plenty of
very true.
friends who were like, you're going to college, you don't have a choice. And I
Yeah.
feel like that kind of pulls away any drive you have to kind of go out there and
Explore.
get it. It doesn't unlock your full potential. So ended up working construction that whole winter, 4 a.m. wake up, going out there.
I didn't even know.
And I
that.
was
No,
like,
did not know that.
I was like, I hated this, but every day.
And that's why we didn't know about it.
Should have bought a snowblower.
Yeah, in the winter, I used to wear a ski mask, I remember, and this is before COVID happened, so I started wearing a mask, and I would sneak in my headphones, and I'd listen to an audiobook all day long. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I credit a lot of what I've gotten done to that book right there. It's taught me a lot. Not the most advocate reader, but, that's one book I really stand by pretty heavily. So from there, winter ended. I was like, I want to get back into cars. I've always had a passion for cars. So I started doing the whole mobile detailing thing. I had a truck, I had a trailer. I'd go out. Frankie, you were one of my first customers actually for that. I used to go to his apartment. They'd have a bunch of people for me. Appio, you as well.
Appio was a great client.
Yeah, Appio was a little bit, he was a little bit of a complaint. But he didn't understand.
That's much, and that's much.
He didn't understand at the time, you know,
it was
what
my
kind
first time really getting my car detailed,
Yeah.
not just going to Eager Beaver, your local, you know,
Yeah.
run-of-the-mill car wash.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that a lot of people don't understand. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, why do you charge so much for a car wash?" And I'm like, "We're not a car wash.
not a
You
car
want to go to a
wash.
car wash?
Yeah.
Car wash is up the road. If you want to get your car detailed nicely, then we're the guys to go to. You know."
You want us
It's,
to fix what happened at the car wash? Then
Yeah,
give me a call.
exactly. You know, it causes a lot of damage with the cars. But from there, started doing that, and then met Frankie and our other partner. Eventually, they were like, "Let's go look at this shop real quick. We want to, you know, we see a lot of potential with this business." We went and looked at a shop in Port Jeff, and then we ended up closing on it. 3 weeks later?
Yeah, pretty quick.
3 weeks later,
We're
we
about getting
closed
stuff
on it.
done,
We were
yeah.
moving into our shop. Moved in pretty quickly. We did pretty awesome off the jump. I mean,
Oh yeah, we were some demons.
we were
Oh, yeah.
killing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, Frankie's
Yeah.
an animal himself.
Yeah.
With
he
whatever
told me
he
the
does.
ways. I had no idea what to
Yeah.
do, but Ty was just like, "Do this." I said, "Okay."
Yeah. And
Appio worked
then
with us.
Watching
Yeah,
this guy
Appio
wash
worked with
cars
us. He was
one
our
of the best
tinter.
things ever. So fun.
Washing
Yeah.
cars was fun.
I'd pull up
But,
and be like, "Hey,
so-
buddy."
But,
buddy,
that
I'm washing.
But that experience alone, you know, made me realize there's more to, you know, the whole vehicle business than just cleaning cars. You know, there's detailing, there's vinyl wrapping, there's tinting. You know, Appio got very good at powder coating, ceramic coating, paint protection film, all these things that, you know, people are willing to pay a lot of money for things that they want on their cars.
Oh, yeah.
About 8 months later, pretty quickly as well. I mean, we expanded pretty quick. And then my two partners, Frankie and the other one, were like, "Hey, listen, we have this opportunity. We're going to buy this business that we think could combine really well." And it was actually an exotic car storage facility.
Yeah.
So
16,000 square feet.
16,000
of
square
all beautiful.
biggest
old
shop,
school
was
cars.
cool.
biggest
So
shop on
cool.
Long Island.
Any
Nobody
car
else
you can
had
think
anything
of.
like
Yeah.
it. Everything
What were some
there.
of like the sickest cars?
The
or
Ferrari,
most
the gray
classic cars
Ferrari.
in there?
That gray
Yeah.
They were
Ferrari.
old school. There
We had a
were
lot of cool
Yeah,
cars there.
that Ferrari Stragooch.
what are those mopeds
Yeah.
called? And this that always sit
Oh,
in the back. The
Vespas.
Italian,
The
the
little
Vespas. There was like
Vespas.
4
Vespas,
Vespas
yeah.
sitting in the
Some
back.
classic motorcycles, some Harleys.
Wintertime, people were bringing their yachts in there,
Yeah.
bringing their boats in there for the winter
Mhm.
storage.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, a
that
lot of
place
people
was
from the Port
insane.
Jeff Harbor.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Place
it
was
was definitely
insane.
it was a good business.
Yeah, no.
Good business. It was a good look. It definitely helped out the detail business having 16,000 square feet worth of space and beautiful exotic looking cars right behind it.
Yeah.
You know, while you're taking care of their car, and it actually ended up bringing us in more luxury vehicles. At first, when we were doing a lot of our jobs, you know, it was our family's Kias, a lot of Toyotas. You know, we were getting the average
Our
everyday
locals.
car.
Everyone that we
Yeah,
knew,
the
everyone we were
locals, yeah.
friends, family with, their
Exactly.
friends, family.
And then I really think it was mostly had to do with the look, and that's very important in businesses to always look and be and almost pretend to be bigger than really what you are and grow into those shoes eventually, because that's the only way people are really going to take you seriously. You have to put yourself out there. I mean, even like Muhammad Ali says, like, "I'm the best." Even before Muhammad Ali said he was the best, he just genuinely believed that, had that mindset, that manifest, and then it just happened.
You have a professional mind, you're going to be a professional.
Anyone who ended up being the best did not think they weren't going to be the best.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple. They knew from a very young age, and they knew there was something about them. Like you're the best.
Thank you, Frankie. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Shoreline Auto Pros.
Shoreline Auto Pros.
Yeah.
Haven't even shouted out his new biz yet.
Haven't
but
even. I'm surprised you
let's
didn't
finish
start
the
with
story.
that.
I think we
My
gotta
name
finish
is
the
Tyler
story.
Galano, owner of Shoreline
Yeah,
Auto
Shoreline
Pros.
Auto
Yeah.
Pros. Shoreline Auto Pros, the
event-
most hottest and upcoming auto detailing company
You
on
guys
Long
are
Island.
great. You guys are awesome.
Amazing.
Thank you, thank
Amazing
you.
the
You
work
guys
you
come
guys
here
do.
every
They come here every
Thursday.
Thursday and do a great job.
Awesome.
Great job.
Yeah, so then from there, a few other things happened. I ended up going out completely on my own, started up Shoreline Auto Pros just in March, and we're coming up on month 9, and I've done better on my own in those 9 months than I did in the entirety of 2.5 years of the business that I had prior. So I'm very excited about that. We're growing very fast. Looking into getting a shop, found one, just kind of working on that.
Where is the shop?
I heard there's a
Where's
cool
the
location.
shop?
Come on,
I can't
everybody.
really-
Shop.
I can't really reveal that yet, but
Come on.
it
Classic
is-
Long Island location,
It
to say the
is.
least.
It is in the better part of
Some
Long Island,
prime
the,
real
the
estate.
golden side of where everybody wants to be,
Well,
with the most famous
bleep
area.
this out if you need to, but can we just say the goddamn Hamptons?
You were happy to say when you were a
that's
dishwasher.
Come on.
yeah, we're gonna.
Everybody in the world knows where the bleep is.
Shoreline Auto Pros coming to the Hamptons very, very, very soon.
Give it
So-
up. Give it up for our boy.
Yeah,
Give it
good
up for our
job.
boy. Great job, man.
And that's
Get your
huge.
Porsches,
Yeah.
get your
That's
Lambos,
huge.
get your
I'm proud of
McLarens
you.
ready for this guy.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
proud of you.
He'll do it
there's
all.
there's a lot of hidden cars out there that and it's honestly a very untapped market. There's like nobody really out there, as surprising as that is.
That is
There's
very
a few
surprising,
guys,
actually.
but there is nobody out there. I mean, even out here where you guys are, there's 3 shops on Country
Just on
Road
the way here.
alone.
Yeah.
And for such a wealthy area to not really have that market tapped was
It's
super
nuts.
surprising to me
Yeah,
when
it's
I was
nuts.
doing my research on the area, and I'm super excited to get out there. I think it's going to be the best game time decision we've ever made.
Oh yeah,
So
100%.
super excited for that. To really
We're
tap
fired
into
up
that
for you.
high end market again. I think it's going to be
100%.
awesome out there.
That is shocking that all those rich people with very nice cars
Yeah.
wanting to get their cars detailed,
Yeah.
having to drive many miles to get their cars detailed,
Mhm.
didn't think, let me open up a detail shop.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I think at the
my,
end
my
of the
thought
day-
is they probably all have the ceramic coating on. They're all
Well, they have
garage
mobile
kept,
guys.
Yeah.
and they
know,
have
which
their
you
one
do,
mobile
too.
guy probably.
But
I
You
mean,
have that.
base
You
out
have your
there.
own tank with you. You don't even need water. You
Yeah.
bring your own tank. You
Mhm.
have everything you have.
yeah. So I mean,
Top of the line products.
It's going to
too,
be
from what I know.
top of the line. Of
Are you
course.
still carrying some of the products from Germany?
Yes, we are. So Koch Chemie and PNS is our main product lines that we use. Best of the best. Gotta pretty much. You can order it online, but not in bulk the way that we can. Our wholesaler's amazing. They do
Yeah.
great work as well. I mean,
Yeah,
that
Gary
guy.
was the man.
That's another guy who runs a great business right
he
there.
does.
So it's
I know
super
I know a
awesome with him.
decent amount about the car industry, the car detailing industry.
Mhm.
I used to, after tinting with you guys
Yeah.
for a long time, doing all your window tints, doing some washes on the side, I eventually branched out and bought my own car detailing shop out in Copeg.
Mhm.
Doesn't even matter. Smart Wheels. Bought an existing business, so I got to learn a lot about it too. I had Danny working with me for a long time. I got to learn how to do my own ceramic coating and everything.
Dave.
Big shout out to
Dave.
Uh,
Cascade this Friday.
There's a lot that goes into
coming
it,
up.
though.
Yeah, no,
There's
it's
a lot that goes
definitely,
into it, and after being
It's
in
an
the
art,
industry for a while,
you know?
it
Yeah,
is
it's
an
an art.
art.
It's an art, and a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand that, and they actually don't understand the biggest problem is bringing your car through a car wash. If you have a nice car, do not bring your car to a car wash. Even once. I don't care if you went through the mud and it's a Sunday
Yeah.
night at like 10 p.m. Like,
You got a
call a
date the
guy
next
like
day.
Tyler. Call a young hustler that's going to come and give you a nice hand wash and not have scratches all over of the surface of your car, because that's ultimately what a car wash is doing. Is
Huge disservice.
huge. Horrible.
Yeah, I even had one of my main clients the other day. He was in a pickle before Thanksgiving. Didn't contact me for a wash. I could have got him in. I was washing Thanksgiving morning for a few certain clients of mine. And he ran into the car wash, his truck, that he is like the most anal person I know when it comes to their vehicle. And ended up sending me a bunch of pictures. He was like, my truck's destroyed. His truck is absolutely one run through of those automatic car washes, and he has like 3 big scratches that are going to need to be wet sanded out, and he's going to have to pay a good amount of money to get them out. It's going to be a hard job to do. And a lot of people think just, one time doesn't matter. No, it does matter. You can't do that
You're
if
paying
you
for
care about
swirls.
your car.
100%.
You're gonna just destroy it and not be happy with the quality of the work that comes out.
Yeah.
100%.
Even those like brushless car washes, the things that they advertise, they're not real.
Yeah.
You're
Not
still
good.
gonna even
You're still
do
getting
the
scratched.
wash.
Either don't get your car washed or spend the
Yeah.
money and get a
Yeah.
detail. Like,
Yeah.
It's literally either one. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
one of the
And
other.
I mean, even down to it's recycled water. The
That
car
too.
washes.
It's
dirty.
So it's just water that's dirty from the other cars. A little net catches it, and that's the water that they're using to wash your car with.
Yeah.
It's just
Ugh.
it's just not
on
it.
top of it, they don't even dry your car.
Yeah.
Leaving watermarks
Water
everywhere, water
spots.
spots
Yeah.
everywhere. Especially on black cars, you see that really
Yeah.
bad.
Mhm.
If you got a black car, it's really, really hard to keep it clean, for one, and to make it clean. So if you got a black car, bring it to an auto detailer. You know,
Which is ironic because growing up, my family always told me like,
get a black car. It's easier.
I
It
know
stays
you
clean.
would think, but no, dude. You
Yeah,
see
dude,
everything with a black car.
We're rich.
White,
I don't know.
white,
We didn't get
you don't
details.
see
We went through the
anything.
car wash. That's
White,
what we
you
did.
don't see anything.
Yeah.
Black, you see everything.
Silver.
It's
That's
so
the crazy
weird.
opposite.
Silver's
good,
the
yeah,
best
silver's good. What, dark or a light?
Light silver.
Light silver.
Like Corey's car. Like
Okay.
Light silver is the best.
One thing that I wanted to bring up is that, how old are you?
22.
22. I've known Ty since you were like what, 17, 18, 19?
18, yeah.
18. So Tyler was detailing our cars at our apartment when he was 18, 19 years old. And just the growth that I've just seen on you as just an individual and with your business is just tremendous.
I remember when we first started, I couldn't even answer the phone when a customer would call.
Yeah,
I would be
yeah.
like,
He was scared to answer the phones,
you know.
scared to deal with customers.
Yeah.
Now you're running your own business and it's more successful than ever. So I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
And just the growth that I've seen and even just the growth in the work that you do. And funny as it is, I'm your big bro, but you taught me how to detail.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. It's a skill set that I'll always have. And it's something that where you and your buddy did that when you were young. It's something that I'll definitely encourage my son to do one day is, hey, you want to make a few bucks, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, go wash some cars. If he's in college, go wash and detail some cars. Go buy the products and go at it. Go make a few extra $100 over the weekend or during the week. It's definitely a great side hustle.
Yeah, and no friend is going to say no.
It doesn't cost too much to get started.
Very low entry point. And like honestly, if like you're just a handsome young kid like yourself, like some people are just gonna want to hire you for that. Like if you and like the thing is too, it's like it's like a hungry real estate agent. Like don't be afraid to door knock, knock on doors, pay kids to go do that, throw flyers in mailboxes, do whatever you got to do to get the business in. And I promise you, a lot of people, especially around here, they want to support young business owners. When they look at a guy like Tyler, they look at a guy like me, they're looking at their son, they're looking at their daughter, right? Behind every small business is a family rooting for that small business and praying that it succeeds.
Yeah.
So young guys, you have honestly a better opportunity at your hands than these people who have been in business for years and years and years because I mean, I would do the same exact thing. You got to show love to the young generations. They're trying, they're hustling. On top of it, a lot of kids our age aren't really going out of their way to become entrepreneurs and go and work that extra mile. As we all know, they're bums.
And I mean, think about it. Like even when like say the winter time comes, people can call, pay to get their driveway plowed, or some kid knocks on the door with a shovel for 20
who are you
bucks.
hiring? Who are you gonna hire?
Yeah, they'd rather give it to the kid.
You're hiring the kid. For one, they're cheaper.
Yeah.
And when you start your business, as you know, I mean, your prices are a little cheaper. Now, like I'm sure your prices are slowly creeping up.
Yeah,
People understand the quality of the work that you're putting in. You understand the quality of your work. Costs money to run a business, so. But yeah, definitely at first. I mean, the kid with the shovel is going to be a little cheaper anyway.
Absolutely.
And it's all profit for him. So you're making his day in his life, and he's going to work harder for you. I mean, especially when you're trying to grow a business. I mean, we wouldn't let cars go out of our shop unless that thing was just beautiful.
Yeah.
The triple check overs.
Yeah, the triple check overs. Like it wasn't. I couldn't just check. Tyler had to check. Appio had to check. I'm sorry.
Nickname for him. We're not going to say it.
I almost did.
Stumbling every now
I almost did. I've been stumbling, man. I've been stumbling. I'm trying. I'm respecting you, man. And we're back. Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from funding you, baby.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 3.
And we're back. What, is this episode 7, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 7.
007,
You like
baby.
that? 007.
like that.
MF.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Shake it, not stud.
He listens
Danny
to our podcast
DeVito.
every
Tommy
week.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Let's talk
Tommy
about it.
DeVito.
Ian
Damn
Carter.
it. Tommy DeVito.
New York Giants.
The New York Giants for the win. We're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we're there.
Maybe even the Super Bowl.
Steelers made the playoffs.
Maybe
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
Steelers steal the
saying.
playoffs
We
and
just
then
got a
lose.
lead in. What time is it? 9:04. So that's something that we could dive into. Is getting leads at 9:04, right? Do you run any paid advertisement?
No, I
Anything
don't
like
run any
that?
paid
How do you
ads.
get leads in?
So I mean, the way I find us to get most of our business is by delivering the best service that we can possible, and then from there, people just tell their friends about us. I
word of
mean,
mouth.
it's crazy. Even some of the customers that I have, how much they like. They're like our little personal sales team. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're your
Like-
foot soldiers.
Like we have some people that really, really, really love the way we work and love the job we do, and they like just want to go out and tell everyone. It's like
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
100%. I mean,
People are passionate about their cars.
that's the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
too, is you're taking care of a very expensive item in their life. I
Yeah.
mean, I get my car washed once a week with this guy minimum, so it's important to me. And I mean, I just feel good. I feel like I look good when I just feel clean. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just feel better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look good, feel good, perform good.
I mean,
100%.
The reason why your buddy went to the car wash at the Thanksgiving morning, is 'cause
He wanted to look good.
in front
Yeah,
of
he
his
wanted to
family.
look
Wanted to
good.
look
Yeah.
good pulling up to Thanksgiving.
It's
Day.
classy to have a clean car all the time.
Yeah.
It's
No
matter
classy
what the car
to
is.
look sharp always, to have a sharp looking car. You don't even have to have the nicest car. It could be a Toyota. Just have it always looking clean. Have the inside be clean. Don't be a dirty and clean person.
It's a tribute to yourself and your character.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, and it really puts you in that headspace of, when you're decluttered and organized, I feel like, you can think more clearly. When you get into your car and there's water bottles everywhere and say ash everywhere for our smokers out there and just all these things everywhere, it just kind of makes you not feel good. It's like when you
I
put
feel
on
gross.
it's like when you put on a clean pair of
Yeah.
boxers, you
Yeah.
feel good, you feel
right
refreshed,
to the
you
box.
know.
You put on dirty pairs of boxers.
No, I don't. But people with dirty cars must if they don't care about their appearance. I don't know.
I love that.
So
Dirty car. Your underwear must be freaking stanky.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
I
I
know
feel
just
like,
over the
yeah.
weekend, like how you're saying, like the clutter difference. Like I got back from a little trip to Virginia, and I gave it to you guys when you got back, and it was messy. And then the second I sat in, it was clean. I was like, I feel good again. My head's good. Like it gives you a little reset. You know, the decluttering. It helps.
Winners always have a clean car. Frankie's famous line.
I love that.
And Frankie
I love
loves
that.
his Beam.
I do love my Beam.
Them three.
She's a cute lady.
Especially, and I don't mean to target anybody with not the nicest car, but especially if you have a really nice car, why not have it be clean? You know?
If you're gonna spend the money to have a nice
Yeah.
car, you better keep it clean. At the if you're spending $60,000 or more on a car, you better get a detail once a week from Shoreline Auto Pros at the very least. And that's what's funny. A lot of people buy $60,000 cars and don't even make $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
could you imagine? And that's why they don't get a car wash once a week.
Because they can't afford it. That monthly
They can't
APR is
even
getting
afford it,
crazy.
So you got to be realistic with your salary, guys. I mean, somebody said that if you can't afford something twice, you don't buy it.
I
Yes.
learned that from Chinks. You can't afford two, you don't need one.
Yeah, and like I've always been the
R.I.P.
guy.
Jinx.
I've been so crazy as to say, like, if you can't buy something 20 times over, like, do not buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, if you have 10 grand to your name, like, when are you gonna buy a car for $100? Like, it's pretty much impossible. But like, we're getting older. Our net worths are a little higher here at this point. Like, if you got 50, 100 grand to your name, like, you should still be getting like a 5, 10, 15 grand car. Like, humble yourself up. Get a nice Toyota that's gonna last you until your 30s and your 40s. And
bury yourself in monthly payments and high.
there's no
insurance.
reason to.
That's
There's
one
no
quote that
reason
has
to.
like I've drilled into my head because like as I'm making more money, like I want to go buy things that I didn't have that I've always wanted, and it's just if I can't afford to,
It's all
I
about
don't need one.
delayed gratification. That is the number one, I think, thing that millionaires just have in them, because the average millionaire becomes a millionaire at 57, right? We're all going to do that way before, but the average number is 57. So that's delayed gratification. Imagine not getting your Ferrari until 57, your Lamborghini until 57, buying your first rental property or have like 5 by 57. I want all that. I feel greedy wanting all that by 30. You know what I mean?
I got another one for you that
Yeah.
I love too that I always think. It's actually a military saying for like reloading, but it applies to pretty much anything if you apply it. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
love
I say that
I
to
like
myself
I like that.
150
I forgot
times a
about
day.
like that.
saying.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You
But
take your
you
time,
still-
you don't make a mistake, you don't have to redo it.
You still could beat people who even are faster if you just start before them too. It's all about preparation and time and compounding interest, right? So even if that guy's faster than you, but you start at 7 a.m. and he starts at 9 a.m., you got 2 hours on him. I'm sure he's not 2 hours faster than you.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like one of the biggest problems with our younger generations, and including ourselves, our generation, is everybody needs it, satisfaction now, instant gratification.
it's tough to have to leave
because you're sitting there and you're scrolling and hee.
I'm
Everything
21.
is
I'm a
instant
billionaire.
gratification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people fake their lives out there on social media. You can't dive and indulge yourself into it. I mean, you just heard the stat,
Oh, we know it
57 years
best.
old.
We know it best.
Oh, we know it best. We know it best. But 57 years old, guys, that's how long it's going to take you to become a millionaire if you want to be a millionaire. That's when the average millionaire becomes a millionaire.
That's if you don't
So
start
get
your
ready.
job and you don't make 100,000 in the first couple of months. You're, no, this job isn't for me. This job isn't for me. Well, you didn't grow.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
That's the problem
You're
with
not
it.
an expert.
I mean, that's
You
why
don't deserve it.
persistence is so important. I mean, that's one of my biggest things. Persistence, persistence, persistence. You know, a lot of people, if something doesn't work right away, they'll completely stop, jump into something else, and it's like, no, just keep going. If this is what you want to do,
it's
keep
like
going.
you're not always supposed to do what you like to do and what you want to do. Like, not every millionaire is like, I'm in love with what I do every single day in my life. You do what you got to do. If you want to be a millionaire, I will. If I had to be a garbage man to become a millionaire, and a genie put that magic ball in front of me, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do literally like whatever it takes in order to do that.
Yeah.
So
I was just about to say, some people, like, you think every guy who owns like a garbage company genuinely enjoys it. No, he got into it when he was young, figured out he was good at it, and he
good
made
at the
his money
trade.
on that,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And
Figure out
that's
what you're
why
good at.
find a good trade, whether you like it or not. It's got to be a good trade, right? So the financial industry is a good trade. Real estate's a good trade. Healthcare is a good trade, right? And give that a year, 2 years of your life. You gotta give something a year of your life, because you're not even gonna get good at it until that year, and that's you giving it your all. We see people at this company, at this job, just getting good at their sales role a year in, just reaping the benefits, and they're putting in the amount of work that someone who works at another company at 3 years, right? Because they're compounding interest and how many more hours and dedication and hard work that they put in.
I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
You have to sacrifice.
Watch our webinars.
Shout out Fucci.
Shout
You
out
have to
Fucci.
sacrifice.
Life's
It's all
about sacrifice.
And you got to
sacrifice.
become the best of the best in whatever industry. That should always be your goal, to become the best that there is in that
Yes.
industry.
Yes.
And that's the only way to become
And you can make
truly
money. You
successful.
can make money as long as you're good. You're the best at what you do. You will make money.
Yeah.
The top janitor makes a great living, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do.
And like another thing
You
is
just
people
gotta be good at it.
hear a year, 2 years, and it's like shocking to their ear because they're thinking about a year, 2 years. They're not thinking backwards. How quick did the last year,
I
2
know,
years
I
go
know.
through?
Like, you wasted
you
your
didn't
life
do
for
anything,
20-something years, 30-something years.
Didn't do anything. Like I'm shocked by how quick 18 to now came.
Yeah.
From when we were in high school till right now is insane, and that's what 8 years
Yeah, I don't even know.
Just
6,
gone.
7, 8 years. Yeah.
gone.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. Where'd the time go?
Even
I mean, Lexington's about to hit 2 years old.
Yeah.
Where'd the time go? You know, where'd the time go?
Yeah.
and 2
So-
years of progression was more progression than the other 6 remaining since.
It's that compounding interest. It's the fact that you're actually working towards something. You have a goal in mind, and you're achieving, and you're doing it every day and day in and day out, and you're not just working 40 or 50 hours a week. You know what it is.
So Tyler, you've been sacrificing and you've been persistent for a long time now. Let's talk about your future growth. I mean, we already know your current growth. Let's talk about your future growth and expansion possibilities
Yeah.
of your business.
So I really look up to these guys, Chicago Auto Pros. I mean, they're
Boo!
Shoreline.
Yeah, shoreline.
Chicago.
no, but you got.
Bleep.
But you really got to have somebody that, you know, kind of gives you a little bit of a visual representation of like the possibilities of the industry you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you would probably never mention it, but I'm sure there's somebody you're like,
I'll
Oh,
never
okay.
mention them on this podcast.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
never do it.
Never.
Because
But,
we're a million, cajillion, trillion times better than
That's a
them.
lot of times better.
And that
It
CEO
compounds.
goes to
It
sleep
compounds.
right now. And I'm up doing a podcast.
And where's he on the golf course?
Breaking his back. Breaking, my back.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
At 40,
Believe
I'm going to
that.
win my first freaking, what did Arnold
Strong man.
Schwarzenegger win? Yeah,
Oh
strong.
no, that's the other
The Olympian. I'll be
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Olympian by
Yeah.
40.
Mr. Olympian.
Yeah. Mr. Olympian.
but yeah, I mean, I think the goal of most people who are in my position that, you know, are doing mobile detailing is to, step one, get a shop. It's going to be like a little check mark on that list for that.
About to get checked off, right?
Um,
Yes, sir.
and then from there, kind of turn more into a clean shop and start taking only the higher end jobs. Doesn't have to be higher end cars, because I know people with Ferraris that don't give a shit about them, and then I know people who a Honda Civic means the fucking world to them,
Yeah.
because that Ferrari, say that guy has a net worth of 10 mil, Ferrari 300K doesn't really matter to him. Then you have the guy who's making 50 grand a year, and that 30,000 Honda Civic is worth way more to them, and they want to keep it in better condition
Yeah.
more than that guy. And with that comes ceramic coating and paint protection film, full customization like Starlight headliners, powder coating, you know, really transforming the looks of people's cars, and that aspect of the, you know, more like the looks of the car versus cleanliness of the cars, which those paint protection film and ceramic coating does help with keeping your car more cleansy
Hell
as
yeah.
well. But I mean, that's where the real money's at in this industry, is those things. And then future, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more steps from there will be getting more into, doing more mechanical things. I mean, I'm a car head. I want to take somebody's Ferrari 488 and, put a full exhaust on it and tune it and get into things of
Have
that
fun
sort.
getting sued.
Ferrari's not.
Ferrari.
You're gonna have a
I like the
you're gonna have a lot of
tenacity,
bleeps,
though.
Tyler.
I like the
Love the
tenacity.
tenacity, yeah.
That's what you gotta have about those Chicago
Ferrari.
guys. Like, why are you not like, grr, Chicago guys?
Yeah, I mean, them.
It
I
is
mean,
very-
we're gonna be way.
exactly.
I
Wow,
know,
these are gonna be the most
I know
bleeps
I'm
we've
gonna
ever
be way
had.
better.
We forgot to tell
Yeah,
them no
you
cursing.
are. I know you're
Yeah,
gonna be
but
way
I mean-
better.
I mean, I truly have a lot of, I believe in myself, and that's
As
a
you
huge
should.
thing.
A lot of
you know.
charisma.
I want it. I go out there
The
every day
best
and I
believe in
want it.
themselves.
No matter, some days you wake up and you don't feel like doing it, but you got to do it anyway because that's what it is as a business owner. You
How
gotta
difficult?
Go after it.
How difficult do you picture it hiring on more guys? Like Danny's been with.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
So I'm
Yeah, how-
extremely blessed to have somebody like Danny. That's my one employee that I have right now. And I mean, he really believes in me. And I mean, I know you talk about this, like how you guys would, if you told them that, to become what's that called? To become public, that everybody needs to jump off a cliff. Everybody's jumping off that cliff. And I
Yeah.
feel like Danny's really with me in
He
that
is.
aspect of it. And I feel like that's so important to have a guy that's like, who sees your potential and like, listen, you stay with me. I want to take care of you. I want to make sure you're good. You're going to be good if you stay with me and help me build this. And that's the kind of relationship we have. And it's very hard to come across, especially now with people not really wanting to work. I mean, with our old business, how many employees did we run through?
We ran through a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, we ran through a lot. We had definitely had a
especially
lot.
A lot of people don't want to work. A lot of people want way more money
Bernie.
than what they deserve.
Frankfurt, if you're watching this, I miss you, my brother.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
But
I miss you.
I feel like those difficulties come from, when you just have somebody that's just detailing, you can't really offer them too much. But once you start being like, hey, I could send you to school, get paint protection film certified, and you could be making $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, okay, like I'm ready to jump
I'm
on
there,
that,
yeah.
Well,
and that's
Danny
when you
sees
find
that
your
you're
guys.
investing in the business.
Yeah.
You have to make moves and invest and like do things that employees are going to be wowed by, right?
Yeah.
So that they really do come behind you and they see how special you are.
Yeah.
You just got to pull magic out of your hat every so often, and they got to remember like, yeah, this is why I'm riding with him.
Yeah.
You know, this is he's special. I
Yeah.
know why I'm riding with him.
And that's even, I'm the last one to get paid. It's only the two of us, but I'm the last one to get paid. Danny comes first, Bills come next, then myself. And there's times where he makes more money than me. There's rough weeks where, I'm not going to make as much, There's rains for 5 days straight or something like that, uncontrollables. But with a shop, I'm, kind of excited about that because no weather's going to stop us,
No.
100%.
Quick question: do you think that bad weather the week before explodes your week after?
Depending. Snowstorms, amazing. Everybody wants to salt off. I mean, we kill it with the undercarriage cleanings because
Yeah.
everybody wants that done.
Those were big when we started doing
Salt's
those.
terrible for your car. It destroys it.
I mean,
Rust. Nobody
yeah,
wants
being
the car
here,
to become
you
rusty.
you never buy a car from Long Island.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've seen brand new M4s covered in rust underneath, and it's just you really gotta take care of it, especially in a place like Long Island where we have the weather's, we have seasons.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
we're in
very
Florida
seasonal.
where there's no seasons.
Even the air is full of salt.
yeah,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah, when
Surrounded
it
by it.
rains.
So now, Tyler, as someone who restarted, would you say that with your years of experience learning all that, it accelerated what you're doing now?
So my point at which the 2.5 years where I owned that business prior to this one, I consider that my college.
Okay.
I lost a lot of money.
Wow,
I
I
learned
never heard
a
this
lot.
before. I like this.
I learned a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was doing your cars at your house, winter was approaching, and on my own, I was looking for shops, and I was like, I'm 19 years old. I know nothing about leases. I know nothing about taxes. I know nothing about marketing. I know nothing about anything. And that 2.5 years, I learned all that. And I didn't just learn it through some college, lecture. I learned it through being hands-on, being there, through the dirt, pushing through, learning all that stuff. I mean, from not being able to talk on the phone to being able to, I think I could sell pretty good,
Being able to sit on
Being
a
on a podcast,
40-minute long podcast
Yeah.
so far and
Yeah.
crushing it.
100%.
So,
Whole new man over here.
I mean, it was, I consider it that it was essential that I went through that point, no matter how much money I lost, matter how much, thinking back on it could upset me sometimes. I built this great business. I feel like it kind of got stripped away, but just feeling like I needed that. I needed to learn all that stuff. And now I feel like I'm better equipped than ever. I feel unstoppable. I feel
It's the origin story.
You know,
You're a demon.
I
You're a demon.
feel like, I'm ready to take on the world.
And you are.
So-
Give it to me. I'll handle it.
Are you so equipped that you know every product in your arsenal?
Oh,
Bum,
I'm
bum,
pretty
bum.
good. I'm pretty
Perfect
good.
yeah?
segue.
Segment time.
I'm pretty decent.
If you smell it, could you know what it is?
Oh, I think I know.
If you felt it, you know what it is?
Pull it up.
Come on.
Time for the blindfold product test.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
do it.
That's it.
I think I
Yeah.
have. Where'd you put the blind?
While we're
It's
doing
over
that,
there.
while we're getting this going, I promise I won't do this. You guys ready?
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Uh-oh.
Oh my
Carl-
Oh my god.
Oh.
Slide.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I could do better
Hit
next
me.
time.
He can. I have seen him do better.
I've done better.
We've been doing some acrobats
I've
here.
done better. Just bleep that out.
No, you're good.
Please bleep that
I can't
out.
see a thing.
Don't
Gotta go
bleep
with
it
the
out,
blooper.
Remy.
Please bleep
You
it
can't
out.
bleep
Remy,
it
leave that.
Tight, man.
At least my back's okay.
You got an ice spice
At least
shot
my
right
back's
there.
okay. Wow. We got a real blindfold.
Hey,
Look at
guys,
this.
how we
Hey,
doing?
buddy.
All right, now
I can't see a thing.
now that you can't see a goddamn thing.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but I'm a little nervous.
Be careful.
Have you put that mic to his face?
Hello.
Rare talking from our production
Oh,
manager.
hey, give it
Shout
up
out
for
Remo.
Remo. Remo. It's our dog.
All right, for the first test, keep your mouth closed.
Spray him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so tell them
just
what we're doing.
Whoa.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Not everybody.
And if you're grabbing that ceramic, don't put it right up to my nose. I might
Gotta
pass.
make it toxic in here.
Deal. All right, so we're gonna do smell tests, feel tests, product tests. You got to tell us what this is that's in your face.
Okay.
Don't spray it.
Oh my god.
You could just open the bottle and hold it up to my nose.
Sorry about that. Well, come on, that's the best way to smell it. What is it?
I didn't smell anything, so
Oh my god.
let me know when the smell.
All right, lean in.
All right.
Paint gloss.
Wow. Good
Paint
job.
gloss
That
by
is paint gloss.
PNS.
Paint gloss.
One,
Oh.
one
That
point.
is that is a spray wax topper paint enhancement.
Oh yeah, tell us everything too. Tell us what.
Yeah,
it is.
we-
Yeah.
Room, spray and shine.
What? you just pull it out and say what it
Yeah, did
was.
you just say what it was?
I just smelt that
Oh.
one. I just smelt that
okay.
one.
All right. Hand out. What is that specifically used for?
It's a towel.
We have three different types. So I think two of them might be the same. All three of them might be located.
Well,
same,
there's-
just different colors.
Well,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
one's green, one's white.
And what's the other one?
This is an edgeless by the Rag Company.
Just on the frill side, you should be able to tell what that is.
I feel like I would even know.
What's
what
the thread
that
count?
Oh.
This is if it's white, it's an interior rag because they both feel very similar.
You know damn well
But if
there's a
it's-
difference.
Green, I think it's a buffing rag. I believe if it's green, I think it would be.
But what's the one in your hand?
The one you didn't mention out of the three.
Oh, I guess it's an interior rag.
There you go.
Blue. It's blue. What
There
is
you
it?
go.
Oh, it's blue. This is
Yeah.
blue. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You can't feel colors.
Yeah, I guess you're
He's
right.
trying.
Well, that's how they're all the same rags. It's just
So what is the blue one used for?
the blue one we use for interiors.
All right.
We have this man guessing colors.
Yeah.
This is like the hardest.
No one said
Now what's
detail.
this
Okay.
What color
Now
is
what's
that
this one?
Okay, so I'm gonna try and because some are brand new, so that's
Oh,
how I
yeah.
tell if it's staticky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then it'd be a ceramic rag if it's brand new,
Yeah.
and that would mean it's green.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna guess this one feels a little.
Oh.
There. Now you're getting in. Yep.
there
You're
you
smelling
go.
the product
I
on
I
it.
think
Puff
this
it in
is
there.
green. This is what I use. For it's white. Are you
It's blue.
serious?
It's blue again.
Is it blue again? Oh my god! Get that out of here. I use the same rags for the three.
All right,
All right, it's a new one.
Well, this is a new one, so this is ceramic rag.
Okay.
What color?
It's green. Are you serious?
got
That's
it.
white?
Got it.
Well, you're having me
promise
compare the
he's better
same
without
three.
Fake it
blindfold.
until you make
Yeah,
it.
he is way better.
At least he
without
has
a blindfold.
conviction.
This has got to get cut out, man. Shit.
It's all part of the fun and games.
I'm guessing this one's green. It's the last
There we go.
one.
There you go, buddy.
Coatings.
Hey, buddy. We got a few more
Get to the
things
smelling
over here
still.
for you.
Okay.
To finish off the field test.
Oh.
1 second, guys.
You keep it there.
The resin holstering.
Oh, it's a microfiber applicator that we use for installing ceramic coatings.
Why can't you just use a regular rag?
Ding,
What does
ding,
that do
ding, ding.
specifically?
Yeah, why?
So ceramic, you have to put it onto that pad that you just seen, and that's how you apply it. You apply it vertically and then horizontally, so that way you spread the product evenly. A rag would just kind of soak it all up. That allows it to sit on the surface a little more.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, we got a couple.
All right.
Couple
now
things.
we're onto a smell test.
If it's ceramic, I'm scared. Ceramic coating.
Which one? Oh, you're an animal for that.
Koch
That's
Chemi,
close.
Nail polish.
Koch Chemi C001.
Can I smell it?
3-year coating.
Actually, that's a COO2.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Diamond, nano diamond coating, diamond leather.
Oh, that's an interior coating right there.
Want to smell it again?
I'm gonna be high now. Ceramic coating does get you high, by the way. It does
Not the good
Do
kind.
not.
not the good
do
kind.
it.
of high.
Wow.
All right, we're doing another sniff test.
Okay. Oh, that's ceramic coating again.
They do smell similar.
Coating.
I want to smell it too, honestly.
They do smell similar.
That's a
I thought you
very
were gonna do a
pungent.
kiss or something.
Oh, we almost did.
I feel
Buddies.
high off that. Yeah,
It's
that one.
bad?
That one's real strong. That
Just
really
don't
Yeah,
get-
when you're in a
Don't get too
uh,
close to it.
when you're in a shop with the doors closed,
I thought I was not.
you
far
could
away.
really feel that one.
Another little sniff test for you.
Yeah.
Express Interior
Dude.
Cleaner.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
We
sir.
used to
This
do
thing
interiors
Yeah, I
by
think-
PNS.
headache.
Yeah, it just happened to me. I just definitely
Great,
started
great interior cleaner. Great interior.
The best.
Dude, it just hit me like the
That's
second.
what I'm saying, right in the
Yeah.
frontal.
Cleaner. Yeah, we're ending the podcast after that. All right, another sniff test.
Odyssey.
That's the microphone you're sniffing.
Where is it? Bring it
No,
back.
that was the Odyssey. That was the
Okay,
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Good job.
I remember
Alright.
we had this boat ceramic
one
once,
one
and
more
it was
thing
the
for you.
craziest
Oh,
smell.
okay.
And
One
you
more
guys
sniff
smell
test.
different types. It was just in this jar, and my buddy walked up and he goes, "Smell that."
Nothing.
Take your
That was-
blindfold
that
off.
was
You did
a-
a good job.
that was-
buddy.
that was a
Good
washed
job, good
hand.
job.
God.
That was my 2 fingers.
We're back.
And word.
Oh my God, that's ceramic coating.
That ceramic's something else.
Whew. Yeah, when you're in a shop and all the doors are closed and you're installing a coating, you're really supposed to wear a mask. We don't. But, it could.
Like a
It
real
could.
respirator,
Yeah, you're
man.
supposed
Not
to-
just a
Wow,
freaking
really?
COVID-19
like an
mask.
N95.
Yeah, we
yeah.
choose-
Not an
You want
N95,
like
like
a
a
vent mask.
respirator.
Yeah,
Oh, the
we
N95.
choose violence on that one, and we've definitely had some funny times installing ceramic coatings because by the end of it, you are you're feeling not
You're
the good
red.
kind of high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. You get it on your skin, not good at all. You'll rash up.
I mean, I
Yeah.
unscrewed the cap and little flakes of ceramic. that
Yeah,
started
so
flaking
it'll
up.
actually harden.
Yeah.
If it's not
Um,
with other ceramic, correct? Or like in the bottle, like it starts
It's not
hardening.
Yeah,
sealed,
so like
yeah.
around the rim, it gets a little wet, and then it'll actually crystallize.
It's
on
some
it.
insane stuff. Whoever like configured that in a lab one
Yeah.
day is like a wild human being.
Yeah, SIO
Wonder how
too.
high they were.
Whoever was playing around with that.
They're probably billionaires.
Yeah.
But something I wanted to ask you is that so the ceramic coating, since we're on that topic, it's probably your most expensive job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big sales aspect that goes into auto detailing, just like our industry. So what do you do to upsell jobs?
So basically we like to differentiate our customers into 3 different groups. That'd be people who like their car, people who love their car, and people who are psychotic about their car.
Okay.
Not in a bad way, not in a mean way, but people who like their car, those are people who are going to get done every few months, just want to maintain it from that aspect of every month, 2 months, 3 months. Then we have people who love their car who will say get a ceramic coating and then choose to get weekly or bi-weekly washes. And then we have the people who are psycho about their cars, and those are the people who we're going more after the paint protection film aspect of it. And that's where a physical film, almost like vinyl wrap for anybody who knows what that is going over your car paint. It's a clear film to protect it from rock chips, anything of that sort. So that's like the real...
Yeah, PPF is real deal.
Yeah, PPF's real deal.
I do have a quick question. I noticed that the ceramic bottle is pretty small. How much of it do you really need to use to cover a car?
So that bottle right there will last us about 3 cars, depending on if we're doing one layer or not. It's also pretty expensive. It's about $200 for that little bottle right there.
Okay.
And it you go through it pretty quick. Yeah,
Could
you
imagine,
could definitely fly through it. So.
And you do a whole paint correction beforehand.
Yeah, so I mean, we try and get people with the coatings. If somebody comes to me and they're like, I just bought this car, you know, I really like it. Hey, right now is going to be your cheapest time to get a ceramic coating, you know, because if we don't need to do any paint correction, we'll say, even if prior to somebody buying the car, we'll say, don't let the dealership prep the car. Don't let them wash it, because they also they either have an automatic wash, or most of the time their guys don't know what they're doing. So they're going to scratch up the car also. And then if we get them at that point, that's when they're going to be at the cheapest. And then once you have the car, you know, you either run it through the car wash, or even if you're hand washing, you're going to get some scratching on the car. So from there, we're going to say, all right, we either need to do a one-step paint correction, which is where we're just compounding the car. Then we install our ceramic. Or if somebody's car is really bad, or they have a black car, it tends to happen more. Hey, we need to do 2-step paint corrections. So that'd be compounding, then polishing, then install the ceramic coating from there.
I know you have to do a lot of quotes for these vehicles, depending on, you know, but do you have a rough price range for that step 1, no paint correction, step 2?
Yeah, so most of the time it ends up being for somebody with a brand new car, nobody's touched it before, you know, we could just slap the ceramic coating on right from there. You're going to be about $500 to $700 depending on the size of the vehicle, excluding any commercial vehicles and stuff like that, because a lot of people who buy a truck for their business, you know, they want to protect it straight off the jump, so that's a little different. Then from there, one step, you're usually going to be at the range of like $700 to $900 to $1,000, and then when you're talking a 2-step, you're going to be more towards the $900 to $1,400-$1,500 range, depending on what you really want. And that's excluding any interior coating. So, you know, a lot of the white Teslas, they want to protect that leather inside, or the Porsches, they have the white interiors.
Leather.
Yeah, the leather. And people want to protect that as well, because your jeans will actually stain it. They'll end up turning blue over time from sitting on it constantly.
Wow.
So, you know, we have people who do that as well, and that's a few $100.
So no question with the ceramic, because I hear people say, oh, I'm going to do 6 layers, 8 layers. Yep, there's the face.
So,
And the sips.
there's
I
a
don't
lot
want to
of
call anyone out. I do, but I don't want to call anyone out. So.
He's named after a basketball player. We know who we're talking about. Frankie knows.
I know the guy. Crazy story I'm going to tell you after the podcast about that guy. Nothing to do with detailing.
Yeah. So when people are selling that, once you get the 2 layers, anything after that is just gloss enhancing. But it's almost impossible to do what's called leveling once you're after that 3 coating, and even the 3rd layer of ceramic is like pretty much pointless. And I mean, those people aren't actually installing 5, 6, 7 layers. It's just not possible. It has nothing to bond to at that point. It's just a lying marketing technique. Honestly, it's kind of fucked up. There's a lot of people in our industry who lie about products and the installs and the work they do. We experienced that firsthand as well.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But we really try, and everything we say we're gonna do, we're gonna do. Yeah. If you also, a lot of people don't know, like, as far as a sales point, when we get somebody's car, we don't have a lot of conventional places and detailers have packages. We have our basic package. Then from there, once we look at the vehicle, we say, hey, this is what you need. Okay, there's a stain here. We got to remove that stain. We got to shampoo the carpets. We got to put a wax on it. We got to polish out the scratch. And that's kind of another sales point, because people really don't know what they need until a professional looks at it. What was I getting
Basically,
into
so like
before
instead
that?
of saying, here's this $500 package, here's $300 worth of what you need.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, because a lot of people will just be like, oh, this package looks like it'll suit me, and then we get there and we're like, no, that's an exterior focus package. We should really be focusing on your interior. Look at your interior. And then, you know, we kind of help gauge our clients to what they need versus just giving
happens
them
with
what
us
they
too.
think they want.
There's people who come in for SBA loans and then they don't realize that their credit score doesn't even qualify, or
Yeah.
you know, they don't profit on their tax returns, and they don't know that that's a caveat with getting the SBA.
Mhm.
So yeah, we see the same exact stuff
Yeah.
all the time. So yeah, you definitely got to guide your customers, let them know what's going to be the best product and program for them at that point in time, while saving them ultimately the most amount of money, because that's
Yep.
ultimately what you want. I mean, it seems like your business is a whole lot of repeat business. I mean,
Yeah.
we're a repeat customer of yours on a weekly basis. So yeah,
Definitely.
I like that. Good quality of work,
good
Mhm.
quality work.
Yeah, we like to hold their hand through the
Episode 7.
process, make it as easy as possible.
of course. Like a auto consultant.
Yeah.
You're an
Mhm.
auto consultant.
Wow.
auto
Yeah.
consultant.
You know what you should do? You
Wow.
know what you should do, Ty?
What?
You should
Talk
get
to
into
me.
auto sales one day.
Ah.
Everyone is doing auto sales.
Yeah, no, auto.
You
leasing.
could
Auto
sell
brokering.
out of some
Yeah.
cars.
Definitely.
I know you could.
Definitely.
I'd buy a
Throw
car
fake
from you.
people.
I'd buy a car from you too.
Yeah, that's two.
I'd buy two.
That's three.
Yeah.
Nice.
Car?
I already got
you already
two.
got two.
I'll take two
What's
more.
another one?
That's seven.
Let me
Seven.
trade my two in and get two more.
Yeah.
What about you? You were just talking about it.
Yeah.
You said you know, yeah. No, you're right, but you can afford it now.
Tyler's getting into auto sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all buying
Auto
cars.
sales.
Auto
Yeah,
sales.
yeah. Yeah, perfect. That's it.
Sweet auto sales.
just
We'll
make
take
seven
5
souls.
cars, please.
Vehicles.
5 of your finest vehicles.
So I mean, also being that you were so young when you began this, now that you're an auto consultant, for any any person looking to get into this industry, you know, what advice? What should they expect? What should they avoid? What should they dive into?
I mean, everything you could possibly need is on YouTube. I mean,
I'm a
you
big
could
advocate for
dive
YouTube
into
as well.
videos for hours and hours and hours. There's tons of people who are willing to give out free information. I mean, it's not super easy, but it's kind of super easy to get into, you know. You could work a part-time job for 2 months and save up enough money to, you know, really have a nice little business. I mean, but the knowledge part is kind of where your best sales point is at. So really just practicing on friends and family first, you know, people who, if you don't do a perfect job and they're not going to, you know, like, want to kill you after it.
I remember
Yeah.
tinting and then untinting and then tinting
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
untinting and then
Mhm.
tinting and then
Oh my
untinting.
God.
I mean,
The old
it's
Camry.
just doing is the biggest learning factor in my experience.
Yeah.
So
That's
just
like
doing,
anything
doing,
you do.
doing, and then you really, once you perfect your craft, I mean, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Another quick thing I wanted to touch on too is like you said, you know, in everyone's mind, step one is get a shop.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that is what deters a lot of people from doing their own thing is they look at the biggest step as their first step.
yeah,
You didn't have that
No.
really in the very beginning. You
No.
took little baby steps
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
now.
'Cause you don't
You're
need
gonna
to.
be getting a
and
shop.
not growing too fast for yourself. Also, I mean, you could somebody with $6,000 can jump into a shop. You have one bad month, you're not making rent.
Yeah.
You know, you really need to make sure you have at least 6 months of expenses saved in your back pocket to make sure, hey, I run out of money, I'm going to be okay. Because you're not going to, once you jump into what I do right now, the mobile, easy to make your money and be able to stabilize that. Once you jump into a shop, I mean, you're talking a whole new ball game of
Yeah.
expenses to where you really need to make sure when you have those bad months, you're going to be okay.
Absolutely.
You know?
And you have the money put away.
Can't afford
Yeah.
2 shops. You don't need 1.
Exactly.
Can't afford
The,
six
the
shops.
mobile idea was really good at first.
Yeah.
I,
So
I like the
cool.
mobile detailing.
Yeah. No,
Because people
definitely.
like convenience nowadays.
So
Absolutely.
convenient. I
Yeah.
don't have to leave, and you're going to
Yeah.
clean my car.
Yeah.
That's another
That's amazing.
parallel
I mean,
of
that's
our
why we
job.
do
That's
so many
amazing.
offices because we
Yeah.
just go to their office, and while you're working, you don't need to go sit at a car wash after work for an hour. I mean, we come
So we have
Get-
the
I
barber
could
come
never.
in.
get your car destroyed, sit
I
there
could
for an
never.
hour, and
I would
it
never.
still come out bad. I mean, we come right to
Yeah.
you. We make it super easy, you know.
It's just the same reason we have the barber come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Saves us so much time.
Convenience.
A couple of the
It's-
guys leave the office because they have their go-to barber, and I don't blame them.
I
But,
do. I
like,
do blame them.
yes,
I
I
do
do
blame them
too.
because this is what I told them the other day. How are you going to eat $300 steaks once or twice a week from Insignia Steakhouse, but then not get your car detailed once a week?
Yeah.
And you're missing steps of luxury, guys, and not have your barber come and do your hair at your office or at your home. You
Yeah.
can't skip steps of luxury, guys.
And
right?
you
It's
gotta
either you're all
you
in or
gotta
you're
go
all
to
out, right?
Insignia
And
with
it's funny 'cause
you
those
gotta
people
go there
have
with a
nice
clean
cars.
car.
You got to go there with
And a clean
You
car.
can't go
And
to
a
You have
clean
to
car.
go everywhere
Clean
with a
car.
clean car.
Yeah.
I can't wait till your first commercial.
It's gonna be great.
Going to the steakhouse, clean car. Thanksgiving, clean car.
We're gonna be in
This
it.
I was
clean
actually-
car.
I thought
you
of
going
it
to work for Lexington, clean car.
I actually thought about it a little too late. I wanted to do something with Thanksgiving, a little commercial with that, of where like somebody pulls up
Christmas.
to the house and
Their car.
Uncle Tom is, oh, you got this nice car and you can't afford to clean it, and, little thing. And then like it rewinded in time, and then it's like us cleaning the car before, and then you pull up that way. And he's like, oh, look at you, you're doing good for yourself.
that would've
I
been
like that.
awesome.
Uncle Tom's
That
not
would've been
busting your
awesome.
balls. How you doing?
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
that.
true.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy. Uncle Tommy.
What you doing?
You don't want to disappoint him. You don't
No
wanna
plate for
disappoint him.
you, get kicked out, unless you got a clean car.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well,
007.
007.
007.
007. Episode 7, guys.
Yeah, episode
One for the books.
You crushed it,
Seriously.
Tyler.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
thank you for
very
having
much.
me.
Thanks for coming
Appreciate
on.
it a lot.
Episode. Great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just great to see you grow as a human being in your industry. This guy's going to be
No,
the
it's
number
so
one
awesome to see
auto
how much he's
detailer
grown.
in all of Long Island next
He
year.
already is. I got the intro.
In the United States of America, 2 years after that.
Yep. Chicago who?
Chicago who?
Signing out.
Chicago
All
who?
these.
Signing out. Lexington
Signing out.
Capital.
There you go, baby.